My people, wonder they say shall never end. Some subjects don't want the king to threaten them with Ogunjaye. But those subjects who want to threaten the king by taking away a precious staff that they know that without that staff, that he cannot function properly and his decisions will be questionable. Because according to the information reaching us, this particular staff that is missing, that they called Opase, they said the king cannot make certain declaration if he is not in possession of that particular staff and it is missing. The king is talking about how to retrieve it. An elder is advising him that a good king does not threaten his subject with a deity, especially a deadly one at that, my people. Wonder they say shall never end. According to the information reaching us, they said the king was very, very angry sitting on his throne chair when an elder, the one that he thought that he loves him and is working with him, came to advise the king, telling the king that, you see, this is your love for the jewel, this is your fight for the jewel and the Tade to return back to the palace. It is going to cost you a lot. It might even cost you your throne. That is what an elder is advising a king that wants his wife and son to return back to him. That was how they said the king asked him, are you not in your house with your wife and your children? They said the elder told him that, oh, my own case is different. You are a king. So if he is a king, he is no longer a man? That's the question. He doesn't have blood running through his veins. He doesn't have emotions because he's a king. He will not act according to your directives, according to your advice and all of that. They said the king told them that, look, you people does not care about him one bit. You don't care about me. This is a lot of all of you that I help and see that your children are doing well in school. I pay their school fees. I help you out in difficult situations. The only thing that matters to him, the one thing that matters to him, that you are advising him to stop fighting for it, that you are not a true friend. That is how they said the elder told the king that, look, it's not about him all. It's about the people, especially those elders from Ebony's side. You know that without your support, the throne is going to be very hot for you. You need their support. You need this. You need that. And remember that information have it allegedly that it was after their visit to the palace to come and discuss about going to the forest, about the pot and everything. It was after they passed the night in the palace that Opase got missing. Opase, is it Opase or Opase? That is the royal staff, in case I'm not getting it well. So they said the elder is telling the king that if he loses the support of these people, that it might affect his reign and all of that. Then the king told them that these people, what would they say that the jewel did to them? What? Did the jewel stole from them? Did she steal anything from them? The thing is that they said it was the king telling the elder that it is because they are afraid of prayers. It is because they operate at night, causing problem to a lot of people. Yes, because the major reason why they don't want the jewel in the palace is because they don't want night prayers that the jewel is always doing. And they wanted their own to be there, even when their own is causing so much problems. Yes, even when their own is a problem to the palace. Because if you guys remember very well, while she was away, I mean the Ebony, things were better in the palace. But ever since she returned, we have been hearing this, hearing that. Although we do not live in the palace, we cannot say if it is true or not. But we weren't hearing those things while she wasn't in the palace. But right now that she have returned, they said the elder told the king that, you see that this your jewel is a weapon, a deadly one that might cost you your throne if you are not careful enough. That is how they said the king told the elder that, look, if the jewel is a weapon, I am going to use it to win all of you who never wanted her in the palace. I am going to use that weapon on my hand, which is the jewel, to make sure that those of you whom I think that is working with me, meanwhile you are working against me, that you are being wiped out. Thank God is a great weapon indeed. They said it was a serious confrontation between the king and the elder, advising him to forget about the jewel. And we all know that forgetting about the jewel is as good as forgetting about the king's son, the original son, the one that a lot of people believe that he is the only son, that other ones are adopted. I don't know. So, how can a man, a real man, advise another to forget about his son? That fighting to bring back his son, because that is what it is going to cost him his throne, knowing fully well that this is his flesh and blood, you know? So they said the way the king responded to that elder, I'm sure the elder will not come to the king with such advice in a hurry again. But those people, they don't have shame. He might still come back. Who knows who is taking that opase? So, and it was during this conversation that the elder was telling the king that, look, okay, look at now that the opase is missing. And you know that the season for a lot of rituals and festivals is fast approaching. Because information have it that this period, this November, December, they are going to be having a lot of festivals. And those festivals, the king cannot declare certain things without that opase. And that is why the king is very angry. Everyone is furious. And they said the king told the elder in question that, look, that he has given them 48 hours, that after 48 hours, if they did not return that opase, that he is going to release Ogunjaye. He doesn't care what it costs or who it buys. After all, Ogunjaye do not buy people that their hands are clean. Ogunjaye only buy those that commit one thing or the other. And they said the elder is started telling the king, no, it hasn't gotten to that extent. That it hasn't gotten to the point of releasing Ogunjaye. That a true king doesn't threaten his subjects with a deity, especially the one that can buy the people. And that was when the king responded, telling him that, oh, but true subjects frustrate the leadership of their king by taking away something that is so precious and something that will make him lose that throne if he is not in possession of it. And they said the elder started finding a way to defend himself. To me, that elder should be asked serious question about that opase, about that missing royal staff. Because the way he is trying to convince the king not to release Ogunjaye, it is suspicious. Anyway, guys, I don't know what to think, but this is what we are hearing if the information is true. Don't forget they are all alleged unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Love you.